Hey, Roy with you. Welcome back to another video in the Crypto Beginner Guide series. Today we're gonna be covering ways to transfer coins and tokens between blockchains. However, I will not be touching base on all active blockchains in use at the moment, just the most common Ethereum virtual machine compatible ones. Now in one of the previous videos of this series, we learned how to install a MetaMask wallet and how to basically import tokens to this wallet, and also how to add other blockchains on top of, so everything compatible with MetaMask basically, because it runs on the Ethereum virtual machine. So today we're gonna be learning on how to transfer these coins and tokens from one to another. Now Solana and Cardano blockchains, for example, since they don't run on EVM, we'll have a separate video dedicated for them, amongst other that don't as well. And with that being said, let's roll. When I perform such an action, so taking a coin from one blockchain to another, there are four tools that I prefer using, and I think personally that are the best right now in the space. Now, these four tools are, in no particular order, of course, Cbridge, Multichain, AnySwap, and a centralized exchange, i.e. in this case, Binance. Now, firstly, I'm going to talk about the decentralized ways to send those coins and tokens across the board. And then we'll quickly cover up the Binance way. Now, Cbridge right now is in its second version, and it's working pretty well. Now, just to speak a bit about the basis of doing this. For example, I want to switch a USDT stablecoin that I have in my Ethereum wallet all the way to my Phantom wallet, because I would like to purchase a certain allocation of a project. And of course, since that project runs on the Phantom blockchain, I cannot use my Ethereum web address to be able to purchase the token of this project. So I have to put it through. Now, essentially, what you need to understand is that, of course, not all projects' token will be available on the other blockchain. Meaning, if I were to swap a certain project on the Ethereum blockchain that is not compatible on the Phantom one, or that doesn't have liquidity, it's gonna get lost in the bridge, meaning my funds will be gone. So it's very important to understand that you need to swap a certain token that exists on the other blockchain. Usually, the easiest way to do that is just to pick a stablecoin, because most stablecoins exist on the other blockchain unless it's a stablecoin created by the company that runs the blockchain. Like, for example, BUSD doesn't exist in other blockchains in its pure form. It has other forms that we're gonna be talking about in other videos, but the point is, choose a coin that exists on the other side. So a stable coin is your best bet. What you can do is also do a simple Google research. So go check. Let's say I chose the most common stable coin out there, USDT. So I go to Google, I type is USDT pegged or available on the Phantom blockchain. And there you have it. For example, let's do that right now. Just a quick Google research. Is USDT available on Phantom? And then here it is. USDT is available on Phantom. So we're good to go. I come back here to the bridge, and you see this is a simple transfer. Like we basically saw the decentralized exchanges, how they are set up in a previous video. So this is kind of the same thing. The only difference here is that I'm transferring from one wallet to another on different blockchains, and I'm performing a transfer. So like I said, I want to go from Ethereum mainnet to Phantom. Just a quick search, here it is. Now, for example, In this case, I don't have anything under this wallet, but just for the sake of it, we're gonna be just typing a small amount. Now, by default, it gave us USDC because USDC is the major stablecoin on the Ethereum mainnet, and it also does exist on the Phantom blockchain. Now, I brought up the USDT example at first, so I'm gonna stick with that. So yes, assuming I have 100 USDT, I click that. Now, of course, you have to connect your wallet first, and then it tells you the estimated amount received, FUSDT, which is the Phantom version of USDT. You connect your wallet, MetaMask. Yes, alright. So my wallet is connected. Now, of course, it tells me insufficient balance because I have none currently here. And then, assuming that I do, I just press on transfer, and then a small fee will be paid here. As you can see, that's the minimum I would receive, and that's the estimated time arrival. Now, one thing to understand is that once I perform the bridge of the tokens, we also need to receive those USDT on the Phantom side. So here I'm sending them, but then another window will prompt to tell me that, okay, click on accept to receive them, and to do so you're also going to be paying some gas fees in Phantom. So make sure you have some Phantom in your Phantom wallet, which is very important, and that's applicable for any other blockchain. So whatever we covered last time, if you remember, or if you haven't watched the video, we basically went through the most common EVM compatible blockchains: Chronos, Phantom, Polygon, BSC, and Avalanche. And if you're bridging from any of these blockchains to another, you need to have basically the coin, so the native coin of the blockchain, i.e. CRO, FTM, Matic, BNB, and AVAX, in order to pay gas fees to receive it. Now that's for Cbridge. Also, there are a few tools that you can use. For example, if you're not sure about the contract address of any of these tokens, so USDT, I want to make sure that USDT exists over there. You can go to contract addresses, and here it is. You see, now if we go down, you see token addresses on each of these blockchains. So the ones that you can use on Cbridge to swap, basically. Now that's Cbridge. Moving over to Multichain and AnySwap, I'm not gonna talk about both because essentially they are very similar. So for example, in Multichain, since I am routering these coins and tokens to the other blockchain, this is where you click on router. Don't click on pool, don't click on multi, just click on router. Now, before I quickly cover this, the Explorer here tells us a bit about the usage of multi-chain. So you see here, these are very simple metrics that give you an idea of the usage and the demand for this bridge. Look at how many people are basically putting in the money to transact, the fees that are paid. Those are the number of users per 24 hours, number of transactions, etc., etc. And there are more things that you can check here. Just a few metrics to understand. Like maybe you're a bit skeptical about the bridge. Maybe you're not sure that maybe this will steal your fund. It will not come through. But when you see such metrics and the amount of money that is being transferred every day, you kind of feel safe that, okay, it's working for others, so it will work for me. Going back to the main page, here it is. So same principle. It's a swap page from to. You basically click here on the blockchain, on the wallet that is on your blockchain, So we're gonna keep up with the Ethereum mainnet. Here you choose the coin. Again, it's a USDT stable coin that we're going to be choosing, but of course USDC is another example of a stable coin that exists almost everywhere, and I want to send to the BNB chain, meaning the Binance Smart Chain in this case. Again, you connect your wallet, you do the same steps we did in Cbridge. You put the amount, and it will also give you a rough estimate of how much you will receive. Now, it's important to understand that the main difference between multi-chain and C-bridge is that C-bridge, you need to accept the transaction on the other hand. However, in multi-chain, you don't need to. After you connect your wallet, you approve the transaction, and then you click on send. It's gonna prompt up a window where it shows you the sending side, and then it will give you a validator node, meaning it went through, and then the receiver side with these amounts in motion. So first part would be 100, second part would be 99.1, and then done. You don't need to pay gas fees on the other hand or anything. So for that reason only, multi-chain is my favorite one. And also, what you need to understand is that sometimes the trade won't happen because of a simple thing, not enough liquidity on the bridge. Because again, the bridge derives its liquidity from users. So if there's not demand and supply for a certain coin and token on a certain blockchain, it might not happen. So that's why it's always good to have other options in case you are stuck with liquidity issues. And speaking of liquidity, one thing people get lost in is that, all right, so I have my stable coin USDT, and I can see that it exists on various blockchains. So how on earth do we have a lot of liquidity here and there? Well, it's very simple. Each of these USDT stablecoins has a different contract on these various blockchains. So each of these blockchains has a specific amount of liquidity dedicated to USDT. Of course, aside from the centralized exchanges that have their own separate liquidity for a stablecoin. And eventually, all of the supply of USDT will come together and be, for example, visible here. Like if you go to coinmarketcap.com and check the top cryptocurrencies by market cap, you can clearly see that Tether, for example's full market cap, which is derived by basically the supply times the price, and the price is almost always a dollar, since it's pegged to the dollar, i.e. there are actual reserves that hold the price, actual dollar reserves that hold the price. So all of this supply, circulating supply, is everywhere across the blockchain. Several blockchains, several centralized exchanges, and the liquidity differs, of course. But again, that's the principle. As more USDT is being given into circulation, more liquidity into these various blockchains. So that's why I'm stressing again that having a stable coin that is everywhere with enough liquidity is the best coin to use to basically bridge funds from one blockchain to another. And like I said, any swap I'm not gonna cover because it's basically the same. Just quickly check in. As you can see, you click on router. Again, same principle. You choose the blockchain, from, to, amount, connect, and it acts the same as multi-chain. So you don't need to approve anything on the other end. You just need to basically proceed with the transaction here. Now here we actually discussed how to send funds from Binance to our wallet, and this is basically what will be happening when we want to switch from blockchain to another. So assuming I don't have Binance on I don't have funds on my Binance account, what I do on my non-custodial wallet, what I do is that I'll go to my wallet. You see here, click on send. However, when I do that, I would need an address to send to. And to fetch that address, I can come here and click on deposit, crypto deposit, right? Because I want to deposit crypto, not fiat. And then let's assume I want to send some ETH. So search for ETH, Ethereum. And then I want to deposit to the Ethereum network. And there you have it. That's my address. So this is the address that I will be sending my money to from my wallet. So again, you come back here, send, you paste the wallet. Okay, of course, all these error messages are gonna pop up because there are no funds, no gas, no funds for gas fees, no funds to send, etc. And I click on the amount of ETH I want to send, and then next, and then I approve the transaction. And afterwards, I should be having this ETH visible in my spot wallet. Now, all this leads to me sending this ETH to Binance because I want to also put this ETH, for example, on BSC because BSC does have an ETH backed contract, so I want it there as well. So now I have my ETH here. What I would do is that go back to my spot wallet, click on withdraw this time, go to my BSC mainnet wallet, copy. You see, that's my wallet address. I just click on copy. I come here, I copy my address, and then I choose the network BEP20. So the BSC compatible network, not Arbitrum, because this is not the BSC blockchain supported network, nor ARC20, which is the Ethereum mainnet supported network. And then I come here, I click on the amount, withdraw, and then I should have my money. Now it's telling me that's all right, and now I should have my ETH visible in my wallet. So that's the last way, and that way is the safest, kinda, because you have a lot of liquidity on Binance. Now you have to pay more gas fees, of course, and more fees in general because you're doing two transfers instead of one, and also you need to take into account the sometimes unfortunate event if Binance is under maintenance, if there's some problem with Binance, maybe your funds will be frozen and you won't be able to withdraw in time to enter a specific project. So Binance is a very good and easy solution. However, because it's a centralized exchange, there's always this problem of disruption of these transactions. So always keep that in mind. That's it from me today. Before I leave, I just want to point out that whenever you transact between blockchains, you need to be very careful. You don't want to take the wallet of one blockchain and then send tokens to another by mistake, because if you do that, then those coins or tokens are going to be lost forever. So just keep that in mind. Also have the natives blockchain's coin, a bit of it, inside each of these designated wallets, because you'd need that for gas fees. And as always, take care of your finances and trade responsibly. Thanks for watching.